Welcome to Black Success. This is Corey Rayshawn. I am on the phone with Mark Duncan. He is the fund coach, and he's coming to New York on November 10th to be a part of one of our workshops. He's bringing the workshop entitled Make Moves. This is a workshop for non-profit organizations to learn how to raise money. He's got 5 tips to get that check written. We're going to talk to him and learn a little bit more about who he is and what he's bringing on November 10th.
Black Success.
The fundraising that I do it runs the gamut from all the way from direct mail to grants to major gifts to planned gifts to event fundraising. So I have lots of experience in all of those areas as it relates to generating philanthropic support.
Got it. How did you get started?
Wow. So about 20 years ago, I was working for a small camp and conference center as the program director. And we were thinking about launching an urban day camp program actually in Newark, New Jersey. And so the executive director and I found out about this grant opportunity. And so we partnered and wrote what was my very first grant proposal for $60,000, and it got funded. And so that was when the fundraising bug hit, because I realized that, when you're working in nonprofit, you are typically providing services, programs, and such to a particular constituency or community. And the only way to do that and do that in a way that is meaningful and effective is you need to have dollars to be able to provide quality programs. Yeah. So when I was able to secure that $60,000 commitment, that's when the juices started flowing, and I said, boy, I want to do more of this. And so my boss at the time, I said, look, I like this. This is great. I want to do more fundraising. I want to, to just pique my interest. And rightfully so. He said, look, you're our program director. You're responsible for marketing and building our program. And so I need you to focus on those things. But that feeling never subsided. And so about a year later, an opportunity came to me for an executive director position at another camp and conference center. And I thought, well, wow, let me look into this. This was an organization that had done very little fundraising, maybe about $2,000 a year in fundraising. So I applied, got the position, walked in there, raised $20,000 my first year, $40,000 the next, and then $65,000, and ultimately getting up to about $300,000 in total fundraising before I decided that, wow, okay, I love this fundraising thing, done with the camping thing, and began to seek out positions that were pure fundraising. And that's when I wound up in higher education for 8 years as a campaign associate. And so that's sort of the beginning. That's what launched me on this trajectory. And again, I can't emphasize enough, and I hope the folks that are participating in this workshop are working for nonprofit organizations, and they're just trying to figure out how they can do their good work better. And most of the times, the only way to do that is to be able to increase funding so that you can have more resources to provide stronger programs or serve more people. And that's the thing that bounces me out of bed every day.
Hey, this is Corey Rayshawn. I want to thank you all for listening. We will be online November 10th. We are conducting a webinar to include more people in this opportunity of hearing what they can do to increase their funding opportunities for their nonprofits or their creative efforts. Make sure that you go to blacksuccess.com for more information on how to sign up. It is $5 for members and $10 for non-members. We look forward to seeing you on our video webinar.
Black Success.